When you have healthy self-esteem, there are so many things that can go differently in your life. There's so many things that are better, that are improved, that you are able to enjoy and value. Now let's take a look at some of the things that you can do when you have healthy self-esteem. You are assertive in expressing your needs and opinions, confident in your ability to make decisions, able to form secure and honest relationships, less likely to stay in unhealthy relationships. You are realistic in your expectations, less likely to be overcritical of yourself and others, more resilient and better able to manage stress and setbacks. Now, self-esteem affects every single aspect of your life, whether it be work, studies, relationship, your interactions with other persons, it matters not. It affects all of it, and especially the way, like I mentioned earlier, you see and value yourself. Having good or healthy self-esteem does not mean that you're blowing your own horn. It doesn't mean that you're going about bragging. It's basically when you have this realistic view about yourself and you are able to love and accept yourself, flaws and all, while understanding that you still have room to improve, you still have room to grow and to do better in every stage of life that you're in. So one of the ways in which we can make a step forward here is with self-actualization, where basically it is you being in pursuit of reaching your full potential for whatever stage or phase of life you're in. Now, doing this just means trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to do the best that you can possibly do with whatever you are doing in that stage of life, without being self-critical, without being too hard on yourself, without thinking so much about the future and not remembering to focus on the now. With self-actualization, your basic needs are either in the process of being met or they're being met, and you are working on yourself. And with this, you are the one who is adding meaning and purpose to your own life and to what you are doing without expecting it to come from someone else or somewhere else. Now, with self-worth, self-esteem and self-confidence, like I mentioned, we can go low or we can go high. We don't want to be on either. We want to draw a nice middle ground where we have a healthy amount. So, what are some of the signs that you do have a healthy amount of self-esteem and self-worth? Let's take a look. It includes knowing the difference between confidence and arrogance, not being afraid of feedback, not people-pleasing, not seeking approval, not being afraid of conflict, being able to set boundaries, being able to voice needs and opinions, being assertive but not pushy, not being a slave to perfection, not afraid of setbacks, not afraid of failure, not feeling inferior, and accepting who you are. Now, how many of those do we actually do, especially on a daily basis? We owe nothing to anyone but ourselves. We owe it to ourselves to love ourselves, respect ourselves, value ourselves, and to see the worth that we have. And if we are not the ones who are going to do it, it doesn't matter how much other people try to show it to you and how much other people try to make you see it, it's not going to mean anything. It has to come from you. Now, I know it's not easy. I know it's really tough, especially if all you've done is grow up hearing negative things and being put down and all these other things that happen that, maybe persons around you are not really aware that they're doing it. They may mean well, but it actually has a negative impact. So we have to, from childhood, be very careful about the things we're saying, the way we're saying it, what our intentions truly are, And we have to realize that the impact that this can have can be immense. So when you're talking to someone else, always ask yourself, is what I'm going to say hurt them, impact them in a negative way? Is it going to come across mean, nasty? Do I really need to say what I'm about to say? And our aim should be to always be kind, polite, civil, and well-intentioned. And please keep in mind that even adults, even older persons, teens, any age group, their self-esteem, their self-confidence can be hit at any point in time. It can be affected at any moment, and persons can fall with that. So let's try our best to be very kind towards other people.